Welcome back to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. When Raila Odinga declared Monday to be a national holiday and he called upon all Kenyans to rally behind him and unite to compel this administration to lower the cost of living, they underestimated his call. Now today, it turned out that very many Kenyans turned out to rally behind Unga revolution. But did you know that even in the diaspora, there are Kenyans who heeded to Raila's call and they demonstrated. They said that they don't recognize William Samoei Ruto as their president. To be precise, in the United Kingdom, a group of Kenyans rallied together to unite and show the whole world that they don't want William Ruto, that William Ruto is in office because of electoral thievery, that William Ruto has decided not to listen to them. Standing outside one of those buildings, they carried placards of Ruto must go, Ruto is not my president, and they sang Ruto is a thief. Just take a look at the video.
Mapambano, bado mapambano, 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 lale lale, vijana musilale, bado mapambano, 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 bado mapambano, 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 huyo bado mapambano, 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 bado mapambano, 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 bado mapambano, lale lale, vijana muzilale, bado mapambano, 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 bado mapambano, mapambano, mapambano.
You see, one of the things why William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua did not want the demonstrations to take place was because they were arguing that it was going to paint Kenya in bad faith in the global world. In other words, they wanted Kenyans to suffer silently even as we pretend to the outside world that everything is okay back at home. But look at what is now happening. What they tried to cover at home is now being exposed very openly abroad, because those Kenyans exposed just how dissatisfied with the Ruto government. And that's why I'm saying that sometimes we need to expose what is happening. We need to express ourselves instead of pretending to the outside world, yet we are hungry, yet we are dealing with insecurity, yet drought is ravaging. Because just the other day, William Ruto got certain billions of shillings from the United States to help with the ravaging drought immediately after the First Lady of the US, Madam Jill Biden, landed into the country. So it leaves William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua with a rotten head in their face, because now they have been exposed badly. It also shows the level of division that the level of division that Kenya is. William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua inherited a very divided country. I keep on saying, they know very well that Raila commands a very large following and they follow almost the same. And so they know very well that this is the reason why you cannot wish away Raila Amolo Odinga. It is the reason why Kibaki had to bow down. It is the reason why Moi had to bow down. It's the reason why Uhuru Kenyatta had to shake hands, because he had recognized the fact that Raila is a fellow citizen, a senior citizen who has got people who follow him. So the division continues to the international world. The division continues to the diaspora. So when CNN is watching and the BBC and the international community, those are the people we never wanted to show the truth. They now know that indeed Kenya is divided. It also shows that Raila Amolo Odinga has good following beyond the borders. There are people who heeds to his call, because when he decided that today, that on Monday was going to be a national holiday, a function that only a legitimate president can perform. But Raila was away, in a way, telling William Ruto that I am the president, and I'm calling upon Kenyans to know that today is a national holiday. No wonder William Ruto leashed a lot of brutality on him, because he was really angered by the fact that Raila is now trying to perform the functions of a president. So we have shown the whole world that we are divided. We have shown the whole world that there are people who listen to Raila Amolo Odinga. They are also saying that they don't recognize him. In fact, that is even the worst part, that it exposes William Samoei Ruto that fellow Kenyans, brothers and sisters who are living abroad, are telling in broad daylight, international and local TVs, that we do not recognize you. You all know that William Ruto is still suffering legitimacy issues. That is why wherever he is, he does not want the whole world to see that Raila has got people are listening to him. Today, when Raila was trying to address his followers, he kept on, throwing tear gas canisters. He kept on throwing that was water, using that armored cannon, and they divide. Anytime Raila converged with these people, they wanted to disperse that crowd, because people will see just how much crowd is there, how many people have gone to listen to Raila Amolo Odinga, the way they listen to him. Anytime William Ruto calls for a rally, be it a prayer rally or a political rally, you see them ferrying people using buses, because they know very well that they don't have the people. I remember there was a time when we had our last national holiday. He had to promise people that when you come, I don't know, you will be trained using some US based school and college that will train you. He cannot just do something without making promises, without payment, and this is the reason why he doesn't want the whole world to see. These legitimacy issues will continue to haunt him, because in the diaspora they're unequivocally just saying it, that you are not our president. It brings to the question that we have said again and again about the server. Why can't we just open this server so that we can put this to rest? Because when someone from the United Kingdom is saying that William Ruto is not their president, yet the IEBC and the Supreme Court have declared, it means something is wrong. It points out to the rot within the bodies that manage our elections in Africa. It points the rot within the apex courts in Africa, because as it is, once an election has been dealt with by the Supreme Court, then the law requests that we revisit it. But then people have realized that in Africa, both the IEBC, or the bodies, electoral commissions that manage elections, together with the Supreme Courts, collude together to deny you your victory, knowing very well that you cannot speak about it. But one good thing I know is that when you look at our Constitution, the preamble is very simple, that power belongs to the people. We only donate it even to the other bodies. Even the Supreme Court, they only deliberate cases on our behalf. And so when you realize that Supreme Court is the highest you can go with your cases, yet you still feel that things have not been dealt with in the way you want or the way they should be, then you are allowed to revisit it. And this is why Raila Amolo Odinga is saying that, well, let us open the server, let us leave alone the IEBC and the Supreme Court. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a shame and humiliation to William Samoei Ruto. It is an indictment to their administration, and it's really shameful even for you and I as a Kenyan that we can expose this to this level. If William Ruto is not very careful, because Raila has said that demonstrations will continue every Monday, then it means that the diaspora is even going to build up. And I know what they're going to do. William Ruto and his administration usually are not very careful. I don't know who advises them. They will also organize for another group in the diaspora to counter this group that is campaigning against him and saying that they don't recognize him. So it is really very bad for him. He needs to work hard to unite the country, because otherwise Kenyans will continue to expose him. Kenyans who are abroad are also feeling the heat and the pangs of predicaments that we're going through, because we keep on calling them, please send me something, please send me something, and they know just how things are bad. They know what happened. I don't know what to think, ladies and gentlemen, but this is my take.